100 gold, and what do we got? Sorry, I already read Primal Force. Transform them all into giant rock blood. Greetings and salutations, gamers. My name is Kyle, also known as GamersWeekend, and for those of you who've been around on the channel for a long time, you may remember that a while ago, I recorded my very first instance of playing Slay the Spire 1. A few years have passed. In fact, I don't even know how many years it's been at this point. And here we are. The release of Slay the Spire 2. Spire 1, I played a lot of off of camera. I beat Ascension 20 on multiple characters. I technically achieved 100% completion, every achievement, and had a ton of fun. I think my most watched channel on YouTube last year actually was Baylor Lord, funny enough. But all that to say that I've been extremely excited for Slay the Spire 2, and it's finally here, and God, am I excited. As you might be able to tell, it is still in early access, literally just dropped earlier today as of me recording this, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have too many things to say here to get us started because this was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Spire 2 is here, and I'm just really excited to play it after playing so much Spire 1. All right. Oh, man. This looks so nice. I'm tempted to see what kind of settings that we can do real quick. I'm not going to play on fast mode quite yet. I might start turning fast mode on at some point, but not to start out. Let's play this a little bit slow to start with. Timer we like. Position of a card in your hand above the card. I always like playing with this because if the hand limit is still 10 cards, then this is a good way to keep count of your cards very easily. Okay, and just like that, Spire 2. This is going to be interesting. Multiplayer, by the way, is here. Is it here? First run detected. Recommend that you try single player to familiarize with the basic and unlock more items. You've been warned. Yep, I will. I'll get to that at some point. Maybe I can convince some of the Bonfire members or maybe some other YouTubers to play this with me. Maybe even some friends. But either way, single player's here. Okay, so they are quite literally just unlocked by playing one run each. My boy Ironclad is here, and oh, the splash screen is animated. The last soldier of the Ironclads crushes foes with sword and flame against his will. Still got burning blood. Oh man, I'm excited. All right, let's see it. It was like your first time playing Slay the Spire. Do you want a brief tutorial and some messages to help you out? So very not my first Slay the Spire run, but would absolutely love to see what the tutorial in this game looks like. Act 1 Overgrowth. Oh, this UI is clean. You move the Spire, pick a room to enter. Once you complete the room, pick an adjacent room above to keep climbing. Oh, and they added drawing to the map. It's beautiful. So now you could like actually like draw what path you want to take. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting because I don't know how the what elites, what events, what like anything for this game. So this is gonna be weird. We've got no starting bonus, no nothing. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Card requires energy at the start of your turn. Yeah, okay, so basic stuff. Defensive cards gain block. Wears off at the start of your turn. You can observe the enemy's intent. Make sure to block attacks. Okay, so pretty basic stuff. The Nibbit. Opening attack for 12. This is very Jawworm-esque. Ooh, I like the animations. Ooh. Okay, 2 damage. Gonna deal 6 and intends to block. Okay. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find an opening to play Bash here. If there are no cards to draw, your discard pile is shuffled into your draw pile. Okay, normal stuff. Okay, since he's blocking, I've got a turn to play Bash, which will apply the vulnerability to make these my cards do 50% more damage. Pretty familiar stuff if you're familiar with Spire 1. Now he's got 22. All my attacks do 9. I have a kill. Get 10 gold, add a card to your deck. Okay, these are all new cards. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so gain 16 block, lose 2 HP for Blood Wall. That's interesting. Tremble, apply 2 vulnerable. Okay. Setup strike, deal 7 damage, gain 2 strength this turn. Okay, so it's like an upgraded flex. Can I see the upgrades? I can. So it's street, 3 strength. It's, I'm going to guess is an energy cost. 3 vulnerable. Interesting. 20 block card for Blood Wall. That feels very strong. I do also like the vulnerable. Oh, and I can just do this? Oh, that's really... This is really cool. This is the sort of thing that I don't know if anybody ever asked for this, but I love how the devs had the foresight to know that something like this is really nice. I will fight the Phantom at the end of my act. Interesting. Okay, so typically it's Slay the Spire 1, you want damage before all else, but this Blood Wall card does seem really nice. Let's take the Tremble, I think. I think the Setup Strike is probably the right option here, but let's take the Tremble. Right. So now let's actually look at our path here. Typically in a Spire run. Now, I'm basing this off of old Spire logic, so bear with me here if you've not played Slay the Spire 1. Typically you want to fight as many elites as possible in Act 1, so that way you can get lots of relics and lots of rare cards and money. So it looks like our best bet to fighting multiple elites is either heading through the left path. I actually have the ability to draw now. So either going this way, or we've got an elite here. That's 1. And then we could potentially fight a second one on either of these. I do like the flexibility of this middle path. If I'm having a bad time, I can go into these fires instead, get card upgrades, maybe even get some resting, assuming you still upgrade cards at bonfires. I'm assuming things are still pretty much the same. So we're going to head up this middle path. Twig and Leaf Slimes. The enemy intends to give you a status card. Okay, so we can immediately get rid of this guy. So let's do that. And then let's put this one in range of a kill. Okay, Slimed. Pretty standard stuff. Okay, attacking for 11, attacking for 3. We can get a kill. And let's try to full block here. Probably would have been better to set up Tremble with 1 block, but yeah, let's get rid of his slot. Whoa. Why did I draw a card there? Oh, Slimed makes you draw a card? What? Slimed makes you draw a card now. That's really neat. I wasn't even reading that. Okay. That's a very interesting change. In 1, it would just occupy your hand. Okay, I kind of like that, though. It makes it so it's not as much a hand occupier and more just an energy drain. That's cool. Okay, we got our first power card. Powers are buffs that remain for the duration of a single combat. Okay, so we've got Anger, which is an old card. I like that art, by the way. Add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Pretty standard stuff there. We've got Inflame, the classic, for some strength, and Breakthrough. Lose 1 HP, deal 9 damage to all enemies, which goes up to deal 13 damage to all enemies. Breakthrough could be very fun, but you know I've got to take the old reliable Inflame. Okay, first event. I'm really curious to see the events in this game. The Birdonus Nest. You spot an enormous, shambling beast chafe off a green bird. In the alcove the bird fled from, a single unguarded egg lies abandoned. Your stomach gurgles. You can either eat the egg and gain 7 max HP, or add the Birdonus egg to your deck. Unplayable, can be hatched at a rest site. We've got a rest site coming up soon, so I'm kind of down to see what this does. 7 max HP also isn't going to be too much. I want to see this. You gently scoop up the egg and stow it, thinking it may hatch into something useful later. Okay, this is cool. So this is a sort of thing that, these are called quest cards. These did not exist in Spire 1. Essentially, these are cards that take up space in your deck, so they don't do anything, but you can do something with the card potentially outside of combat, is my understanding of it, to give you even better rewards. They're like curses with a benefit, if that makes sense. Okay, the Shrinker Beetle intends to debuff me. I'm going to Tremble and Bash just to get a lot of vulnerable on him. I'm shrunk. Well, Shrinker Beetle is alive. Your attacks deal 30% damage. I am shrunk. I have been Oh my god, it's the preserved insect from Spire 1. It shrinks you. That's amazing. All right. Game of the year. It's been decided. That's not good. I don't have a kill here. That's fine. We can full block. Presumably get a kill next turn. Bash. Potions. Yep. Okay, Iron Wave. Ooh, I like that art. Deal 8 damage. The enemy is vulnerable. This hits twice. Ooh, I like that. Cinder, deal 17 damage. That's a lot of damage. Exhaust the top card of your draw pile. All right, already seeing Ironclad's old upgrade of Exhaust come into play. I do like Dismantle here. Let's give that a go. That at least seems like a good damage card to pair with what we already started building. Oh my god, what are you? The Inklets, they are adorable. The next time Inklet loses HP, it only loses 1 HP instead. Oh. And you guys are gonna hit me for 12? Okay, let's get that cleared off then. Wow. 10, 13, 25 incoming damage. I don't have any way. I could take it down by Bash striking here. That would save me. Okay, let's do some math. So they're going to hit me for 19 incoming damage. I can either block for 10 and take 9. Or I can kill 1, take 13, and be good for the next turn. Or I could also Inflame Bash. That would kill this one. I would still take 13, but I have strength. Let's do that. No block cards. Okay, we've got a block card. I really don't like the idea. Oh, taking 3 here, though. I can't. Oh, it'll do 1 damage instead. So it'd be 1 plus 8 plus 8. That's 17. I only take 3. I'm okay with that. Okay, so it looks like Inflame may have been the right play here. And then let's Bash, Dismantle. So far, so good. Okay, so we have Armaments. Pretty standard stuff. I love the art. Gain block, upgrade a card. The classic Shrug It Off. Gain block, draw card. And now Stomp. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Costs 1 less energy for each attack played this turn. That's interesting. We don't really have very much block, but I think I'm okay with taking 1 more attack card here. And Stomp seems like an interesting one. So let's take it. All right, so we have our rest site. At a rest site, you can stop and take a breather. After selecting one of the options, you must move on. Choose wisely. Okay, so healing, we can upgrade. Let's hatch. The bird swoop. Oh my god. It's like swooping from the birds and slay the Spire 1. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, and a 0 cost attack to go with our Stomp as well. That's really nice. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not turning on my camera for this game, for this run. But oh my god, I have had the biggest, dumbest smile on my face the entire time. Okay, Sapphire Seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't these incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance. But what if you plant and nourish it instead? Okay, so heal 9 HP, upgrade a card in your deck, or enchant a card with Sown. The first time you play this card, each combat gain an energy. Okay, you can enchant cards now. So it's kind of like Monster Train upgrades. That's interesting. Ooh. So healing 9 HP would be nice. That would maybe let us go into an elite, and getting ourselves a card upgrade. That's really nice. On the other hand, if we were to maybe sow either Bash or Inflame, that would make these cards, it would make Bash essentially a 1 energy card, or Inflame as essentially a free card. So I want to play around with the new stuff. Let us sow the Inflame. Yeah. You scour the overgrowth and find a pot with good aeration. Then you check around, searching for an untouched spot where light peeks through a cracked wall. Carefully, you reinforce the pot with bark and vine to camouflage it, fill it with loamy, nutrient-rich soil, and nestle the seed just beneath the surface. Finally, you gather dew from nearby plants and pour it all over the soil. Grow big, little seed. Unknowingly, the sapphire seed attaches to you spiritually, thankful of your hard work. Love that. What in the oh, we got a little friend! The Mauler. Okay, so this is where blocking is probably good. Maybe just defend Bash. Okay, so we can Inflame here. And we get the energy back. Nice. We dismantle. And then defend strike. That puts us in a good position to kill it next turn. Especially if you get swoop. It intends to debuff, it looks like. Yeah, so we strike and then bird swoop. I love that. All right, a strength pot. Thunderclap, 4 damage and apply vulnerable to all enemies. Again, this card art is so sick. Setup Strike is back, and then we have Rage. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. I think Rage is nice with Bird Swoop. It's nice with Stomp. We don't really have many other free-to-play attacks here, though. Thunderclap could pair nicely with our Dismantle. With Strength, it is also a bit nicer. But Setup Strike, a little bit more block density in our deck wouldn't be a bad thing, right? Because we've taken 3 more attacks. But Rage is more of a later... Let's go Setup Strike. Now, I should also bring up, there may have been a viable option to just skip there, but I don't know what cards to skip and what to take at the moment. So we're just going to play it as it is. All right. We've got an incoming rest site. So I think we are fine to take on this elite. The Birdonis. Hello there. I have your child. Okay. Instead of bashing, let's do Tremble. Do we want to drink a strength pot here? It might be worth it, but let's just see what we get. Nice turn. 23 damage. When it gains strength. At the end of this turn, gains strength. Okay. We can Inflame. Setup Strike. Bird Swoop for 27. 15 there. Very nice. Take a bit of damage. And just like that, we are out of here. Ooh, relics. Relics found through the Spire grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. Can be found at treasure rooms, events, and by defeating elites. Okay, so the Vajra, a very familiar relic to us. Lets us start every combat with 1 strength. Bludgeon, the classic 3 cost, 32 damage. Pyre, these are both new cards. Pyre, gain energy at the start of each turn. Okay, so this is kind of like Berserk, except you don't apply vulnerable. Gain 2 energy, that's really nice. Except it doesn't apply vulnerable, but it costs more. This is interesting. And then we have Evil Eye. Gain 8 block, gain another 8 block if you've exhausted a card this turn. That's really nice. A 42 damage Swack is really nice. Pyre could be cool. I don't know. I feel like after that elite, we've got a lot of damage. I don't think I'd need this bludgeon. I think just getting Pyre and being able to play all the cards in our hand is going to be a bit more beneficial to us at the moment. Treasure room. Ooh, I like this. We get money and Gorget. At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. At the end of each of your turn, gain block. Plating is reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. Okay, so it'll be, it's like block poison. So we'd get 4 block turn 1, 3 block turn 2, so on and so forth. Okay, it's like a tiny boat thingy. We'll take that. And then let's head to a rest site. We've got quite a bit of gold. I wouldn't mind maybe going rest site, shop, combat, elite, rest site. Yeah, I like this idea. Do we want a card upgrade? Bird Swoop's upgrade. Bird Swoop's upgrade is 18-0 cost damage. That's really nice. Or we could play it safe. That would take us up to 67. You know, I say let's be a bit risky here. Let's go for a smith and let's upgrade Inflame. Since it's basically free at this point, let's go ahead and upgrade it. And on to our shop. Hey, buddy. It's good to see you, my guy. All right, we got a lot of cool stuff. Ooh, Dark Embrace is on sale. Okay, whatever card is exhausted, draw 1 card. This is a nice old card. We got Tremble. We've got True Grit. Back, I imagine, just as good before. Yep. Hemokinesis, lose 2 HP, deal 14 damage. An Unrelenting, deal 12 damage. The next attack you play costs 0. Ooh, that's really nice, actually. Okay, and then we have our colorless cards. Both of these are new. The Gambit, gain 50 block if you take unblocked attack damage this combat. Die. This is amazing. Okay, Restlessness. Retain. If your hand is empty, draw 2 cards and gain 2 energy. Oh, interesting. Okay, I like Restlessness. Potions here, we've got a Dex potion, a vulnerable potion. Both of these are pretty easy. More block, applying vulnerable, and a colorless potion. Okay. A bag of marbles. Vulnerable at the start of combat. That's pretty usual stuff. Centennial Puzzle is pretty usual stuff. And bread at the start of your first turn, lose 2 energy. At the start of all other turns, gain energy. I don't think that that's a very good relic, to be honest. Turn 1 is very important typically in card games like this. Okay, what do we want here? Bag of Marbles is cool, but I don't think it's necessary. I think this Restlessness would be really nice. We don't really have the way to play it 100% of the time until Pyre comes into play. But once Pyre is in play, I think Restlessness will be a really good card. So I also think what we should do is maybe remove a strike here, because I haven't seen Perfected Strike yet. So I think we're totally fine to remove a strike. And then let's buy Restlessness. This sounds like it would be a really fun addition to the deck. And then Dark Embrace could be nice, but it doesn't really seem like it's going to be... I don't really have anything that exhausts yet, so I don't see the reason in taking it for now. I'm kind of happy with what I've got here. Yeah, let's go ahead. I mean, Unrelenting could be fun to play with, but let's go ahead and pass it up for now. I'm just looking at the shop here to see if there's anything like fun details. Seeing if maybe the courier will run by. Okay, it looks like there's... I'm not seeing anything. Is that the mummified hand? Okay, I'm just looking around. I'm having fun. All right. Keep her going. What in the world is... Hello? Okay. So we have Crossbow Raider, Brute Raider, and Tracker Raider. Okay, so first of all, Inflame is free. Bird Swoop deals 18, Stomp is 16, so that's 34 damage. Whoever I hit with Bird Swoop is going to die to Stomp. Now, it would probably be the smart idea here to hit... Well, even if I didn't hit Brute Raider, right? My plating is going to be 4 block. Bird Swoop's going to take Stomp down by 1. And so that I could play Defend. So, I don't think I need to hit Brute Raider quite yet. I don't know what this debuff is, but I'd rather not suffer it, I don't think. So let's Bird Swoop and then Stomp and stop that debuff from coming in. And then we'll block the plating, lets us full block. And we got to do 7 damage to hit the Crossbow Raider. 14 damage. I expected it to be a fairly big number. And we actually just have a kill there. Very nice. 10 gold at card. Okay. Uppercut. Apply weak and vulnerable is nice, but Battle Trance letting us draw more cards. Now, Battle Trance might be a little unintuitive with Restlessness, but since Restlessness retains, which means it stays in our hand, I think it's kind of okay to play with Battle Trance. I think Battle Trance is a good way to just consistently get good cards in hand. Okay, now we're on 2 Nibbits. So we don't necessarily need to play a block here because we have plating. What could we draw that's helpful here? We could get Inflame in play. I think right now I'd rather just hit the one that's buffing. Although Pyre could be good to get in play here. I think we just do that. And yeah, we'll actually defend here. Okay, so it is getting strength. So these are essentially Jawworms. That is good to know. Okay, so 10. Okay, I don't necessarily need to hit you because Stomp will pretty much kill you, I think. Yeah, Stomp's going to kill you. So let's do Setup Strike. Strike. Stomp. Nice. So we can do that. Oh, this is where Restlessness comes into play here. We can block, strike, strike, and then Restlessness would be ready to play there. An Energy Pot. I kind of like our potions at the moment, so we're going to skip that. Bloodletting. Lose HP, gain energy. Whirlwind, the classic, is here. And with Inflame and the Vajra, I'm actually kind of tempted to take that. Also with Pyre. Okay, yeah, no, this seems like an insane Whirlwind. Oh, the Frog Parasite. It's going to give me 3 status cards. Okay. Do I Strength Pot here? I think I'm going to. I don't know how deadly this elite is, but probably Infection. Okay, those go to the discard pile, which is nice. Unplayable. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 3 damage. Gross. I really want to get this Pyre in play, I think, right? It's going to do 16 damage, though. Am I okay with... If I block, that's 8. If I take 8 incoming damage, am I okay with that? I think I am. I think I do this. Actually, I probably should have double blocked now that I'm looking at it, because now he's in a really good position to just die here. Also, look at this. And that's why I took that whirlwind. That would have been a... Oh! I guess it's a good thing I did that then. I did not know that was gonna happen. Oh my god. That was amazing. Okay. Oh, there's some cool stuff. Okay, so Flame Barrier is a classic block card. Gain block. Whenever you're attacked, deal damage back. Rampage increases cards damage by 5 this combat. Pillage. Deals 6 damage. Draws cards until you draw a non-attack card. That's really cool. Doesn't do very much damage, though. But that's a very strong draw effect. The deck's not small enough for Rampage to really take effect. Flame Barrier, I could see it, though. I could see Flame Barrier. Yeah, let's do a Flame Barrier. Okay, we have 53 health going into this boss fight. I think we're probably okay. I have no idea what kind of mechanics to expect here. But I want to smith. And I think that we should upgrade either Whirlwind or Pyre. If we upgrade Pyre, that lets us get Restlessness into play more often. Lets us get Stomp. Make Stomp and Battle Trance more useful. Flame Barrier can be played more often. I think this is a Pyre angle. And let's go in. The Vantum. The next 9 times Vantum loses HP, it only loses 1 HP instead. Okay. Actually, a really decent angle for Whirlwind here. But let's do our swoop. Actually, this is kind of just a nice angle here. Flame Barrier makes it lose 1. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so 6 by 2. Let's Battle Trance here. Okay, so we can block a bit here. Let's... Is it better to block, or is it better to strike, set up, strike, stomp? So that way, or, you know, some combination of that. So that way we can get some of this off. I kind of like the idea of just getting this off of it. Oh, and right, I have Ornamental Fan to gain block. So that means I'm only going to lose 5 here. Oh. 27 damage, you say? Okay, we get our Free and Flame. Let's block and get Pyre in play. We'll get 2 more block. 20 incoming damage. And we get Unplayable Wounds. Interesting. Okay. But now we can Tremble. Let's Stomp. 1 Stomp this time. 2 Stomp this time. Okay, I wonder if something happens if we break its barrier. We do have 5 energy, which is nice. So let's play Bash first. Okay, we'll barrier and hit. Okay, so now we're starting to get into the health. Okay, so this is the rotation, I see. And these wounds are stopping me from playing my Restlessness, which is kind of unfortunate. But we could play everything else in hand. Ornamental Fan gonna come into play here. You take 7. Get 29. We need a block for 8 potentially. Or that hits for 65. Or we could set up strike and do 16 times 4. That is 40, 64. Hope this kills. Okay, an epoch discover. What is an epoch? Interesting. Okay, 100 gold, and what do we got? Sorry, I already read Primal Force. What the hell? Transform all attacks in your hand into giant rock. Transform them all into giant rock plus. That's amazing. The Oonga Boonga Ironclad deck. Okay, demon form. At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. This is pretty normal stuff. Good scaling. Thrash. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack card in your hand and add its damage to this card. Ooh. Oh, that's gross. Okay, but Giant Rock is hilarious. Like, that is really funny. I don't think I want Giant Rock. Right? Because, well, I could transform Strikes into Giant Rock, but I've only got 4 of those. I could transform Bash. I wouldn't want to transform Bird Super Setup Strike. Stomp is maybe... No, I think I kind of like my attacks. So I think the right option here is to either... I think the same logic could be applied to Thrash. Okay, but this is where there's an interaction that I'm not sure on how it works yet that I'd be very interested to find out. If Thrash exhausts Whirlwind, would it add 5 damage? Or would it add, let's say if I had 3 energy remaining, would it add 15 damage? Similar question. So I start a turn with 1 strength. That means Thrash would have 5 damage, right? If I exhaust a strike, does that add 6 or 7 damage? The reason that matters is because if I add 7 damage, then technically that means the strength applied to strike would then go into Thrash, which means the strength is not only doubly effective in Thrash, but because Thrash hits twice, that means the strength applied to Thrash and the strength applied to strike is also doubly effective, meaning that Thrash effectively would 2 times the first strength and would 4 times the strength when I apply it again. And if the X cost factor applies, then that means for every energy that would happen, that would be another 2 strength applied to Thrash. Am I seeing, like, y'all see where, like, this could get ridiculous depending on how this works, right? Like, it's already really cool the way it is, but, like, this could get really multiplicatively, like, dumb. I do like the demon form, though. That does get us, we can get that play fairly easily. My only problem with demon form is we already have a lot of setup. But I guess all of these are in their own way setup, yeah? Let's take the demon form. Act 2, the Hive. Oh, hello. Tezcatara? Tezcatara, I'm assuming. It which feeds the fire. Oh, a visitor. Do come in, dear. What can Tezcatara do for you? I like this design. This is really nifty. Okay, Yummy Cookie. Upgrade 4 cards. A Seal of Gold. At the start of your turn, spend 5 gold to gain energy. Ooh. Golden Compass. Replace the Act 2 map with a single special path. 4 card upgrades would be really nice. We could upgrade Demon Form. We could upgrade Restlessness. We could upgrade Flame Barrier. Whirlwind. Even Battle Trance. More energy is also quite nice. That plays really nicely with a lot of things. Makes Whirlwind more immediately effective. I'm really curious about this Golden Compass. We're fighting the Insatiable at the end of the act. Let's Yummy Cookie, I think. I think Yummy Cookie would put us in the best position, but I really want to know what Golden Compass is. And let's upgrade Demon Form. Whirlwind. Flame Barrier could be nice. We haven't gotten Restlessness in play yet, and if we start to get more curses and statuses, it might get bad. So let's upgrade Flame Barrier. And I kind of want to upgrade Bird Swoop. Is that crazy? Like, it's a lot of damage for a 0-cost card. No, let's upgrade Restlessness. And let's get moving. Right, so what path do we want to take here? We have quite a bit of gold, so we maybe want to hit a shop at some point. I don't know if I want to, like, elite farm this act. I'm thinking maybe this left path to start looks pretty juicy. Here, what do we got? We got the exoskeletons. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost by exoskeleton tonight. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, my brain, I don't know why it took my brain so long to process what that was saying. Okay, so I can't hit it for more than 9 damage. Okay, that's fine. 3 by 8. It's 11. Do I want to pyre here? I think so, but I also want to block. Let's get pyre in play. And let's hit the one that's buffing. Take 7. Means we can still heal back most of this. Okay, 3 by 3. That's exactly why we want to get rid of that. Do I want to battle trance here? I've got 17 incoming. If I defend, that's 13. Do I have any way to block better than that? Not really. If I battle trance, I have a chance of drawing Whirlwind, which would hit everything on the field for 40 damage. Let's give it a shot. Nice. And that's actually 5 times 9. That's 45 damage. And that's why we like Whirlwind. Okay, we can add another Flame Barrier. Havoc, play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. Or Thunderclap. Thunderclap does play kind of nicely with Whirlwind, but it's kind of a niche combo. I wouldn't mind another Flame Barrier, though. So let's take it. Okay, we got to fight. The Tunneler. Okay, I think once again, I would like to get Pyre in play here. Is this bottled or something? Okay, it's going to block and empower. Let's battle trance here. Not a great turn. Okay, we've got Inflame. We've got Tremble. Strike. Bird Swoop. And yeah, with this Pyre and battle trance, we're playing a lot of good cards here. 32 block. But does that matter, though? Because we deal 90 damage. I don't think your block matters, sir. All right, we've already got ourselves a nice Whirlwind deck here. We've got a Power Pot. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Another setup strike might be good, just to give ourselves some more strength on Whirlwind. Card Clog is starting to become a problem, methinks. And these are nothing new, so let's go ahead and skip these for now. Okay, we've got the Louse Progenitor. Hey, Louse. It's been a while, buddy. He's going to deal 9 damage. Okay, so let's strength up here. And just like the tiny Louse in Spire 1, he's going to curl up when we hit him. So let's... Yeah, let's just full block here. And we'll Whirlwind. Okay, what is the... Okay, so he hit me with Frail. Well, that's not very nice. Okay, let's Demon Form. Let's Bird Swoop. And just start scaling up strength if we need to. Attacking for 19. Flame Barrier Defend blocks for 12. That'd be a 14 block. Pyre Defend blocks for 5, take 14. I don't think I get to play Pyre here. I think I just have to Flame Barrier Defend. It's okay. We are already scaling with the demon form, though. So we're at plus 10 strength here. And we can just block with Flame Barrier, and then let's hit him with the Tremble. So next turn, we can hit him with some big damage here. We're going to be plus 13 strength. He's vulnerable. Give me some nice attacking cards here. Yeah, look at this. 40 damage on the swoop, 28, 28. He's just gone. Okay, we got another Whirlwind. We've got Pommel Strike is here for card draw. And then Conflagration. Or Conflagration? I'm never really sure how to pronounce this word. Deals 8 damage to all enemies. Deals 2 additional damage for each other attack you've played this turn. Interesting. That's a nice AoE card, but I don't think I need it. I think the Whirlwind is already like really doing me good here. Pommel Strike could be nice to get better cards in hand, but I think I'm good at the moment. I'm tempted to take a second Whirlwind because we already have so much strength that I think this Whirlwind might be worth it. And getting these off multiple times in later combats might be really good. Let's go ahead and take the Whirlwind. Okay, the Tea Master. You stumble into a dimly lit shack and find yourself immersed in a very peaceful space containing an obsessive variety of tea. The man inside gestures to a selection of teas, each neatly labeled with a premium price. Tea of Discourtesy. At the start of your next combat, shovel 2 days into your draw pile. All right. We can pay 50 gold at the start of your next combat. Upgrade your starting hand. Interesting. Okay. Oh, hey. Hey, Dream. Hold on. I should probably swap my game capture to this, huh? Okay, there we go. That's better. Now we don't see our Steam notifications. At the start of your next 5 combats, gain 2 strength. Okay, but does that upgrade my starting hand permanently? Let's find out. The Tea Master acknowledges your request and begins. Water from a charcoal-filled carafe? Carafe? I'm gonna guess this is carafe. Is ladled into a kettle. The kettle is heated using a gentle violet flame. A scoop of tea goes into the kettle before it boils. Off the heat and a series of rhythmic claps track the time. The kettle is hoisted high and precisely poured into a tiny cup. Tea is served. Very cool. Let's go ahead. We have full HP, so we can upgrade. If we wanted, we could upgrade our second Whirlwind here. I am feeling like we're doing really good on damage, so I almost want to upgrade this Flame Barrier instead. Just so that way our block density is a little bit better. And then hitting a shop sounds like fun. All right, what do you got for me, Mr. Merchant? All right. Ooh, I already see some new stuff. Okay, we've got another Whirlwind. I think we're good, even if it's on sale. Bully, deal 4 damage, deals 2 additional damage for each vulnerable on the enemy. Oh, that's neat. So vulnerable stacking could be a thing. Okay, but imagine if Terror from Silent apply 99 vulnerable were here. Okay, True Grit, Armament, and Rupture whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 1 strength, okay? We've got Seeker Strike, deal 6 damage, choose 1 of 3 cards in your draw pile to add to your hand. That's really neat. I like that a lot. Salvo, deal 12 damage, retain your hand this turn, also pretty cool. The Red Mask, 1 weak to all creatures at the start of your turn. Sparkling Rouge. At the start of your 3rd turn, gain 1 strength and 1 dexterity. Well, that's neat. I like that. Waffle, raise your max HP by 7 and heal yourself. We are full HP, so we don't need to worry about that. Fortifier, triple your block. That's a really neat potion. Speed Potion, 5 dex. At the end of your turn, lose 5 dex. And Explosive Ampule is essentially an explosive pot. Very cool. Okay, I'm thinking Seeker Strike and card remove here would be really nice to get rid of a strike. Yeah, let's go Seeker Strike and remove another strike from our deck. Now, for people that might be less experienced in Spire 1, or maybe don't have experience in Spire, you might be asking why I'm removing cards. Simply put, you always want to be drawing better cards, and strikes are just about some of the worst cards historically in Slay the Spire 1. All this card does is it says deal 6 damage. It's a whole energy for 6 damage, where pretty much any other card we've picked up has something that is way better than deal 6 damage. And of course, if we remove defends, we have to worry about not being able to defend ourselves. So if you're unaware, that is why I'm removing strikes. I know that for some people that might seem like really basic deck building stuff, but you'd be surprised just how important it is. And how many people just maybe aren't used to deck builders. That being said, armaments could be fun. It gives me more block. How is our upgrades doing? We're doing pretty good. By the way, what is Seeker Strike? Okay, deal 9 damage. That sounds good. You know, I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, I could take Whirlwind number 3, but I don't think that's necessary. I think I'd rather just upgrade Whirlwind number 2, but when I get the chance, not to worry about it. Armaments is also potential, but we've got good upgrades. Yeah, I think we're fine. You could argue maybe the True Grit, just start getting rid of other cards throughout the combat. It would require an upgrade, which, I mean, I am going to be getting upgrades here soon. I do like this middle path where we fight the elite, by the way, but this left path also seems neat. I really want to see what all the new events are. Like, I really want to see the new events, but I probably should do the smart thing and go this middle path. Yeah, I think True Grit is probably a good idea then. Helps thin out our deck so we can play the better cards more often. Okay, so it looks like these are all just upgraded then. That's insane. The enemy intends to summon monsters. Sure, let's exhaust that. An illusion. When it dies, it revives the next turn at full HP. That seems awful. I'd rather not deal with that. This would kill it, though. Is it worth... No, I don't think it's worth Battle Trance here. Let's just Whirlwind to get rid of it. We'll block for half this damage. Okay, so they're attacking for 26. I could theoretically just block 26. Okay, one of 3 cards from my draw pile. What would I want? Bird Swoop. Whirlwind would be nice. Yeah, Whirlwind would be nice. Second Flame Barrier would not do me any good. But if I get like Demon Form, Pyre Stomp, that's bad. So we're not going to use this here. Let's Flame Barrier. Am I okay with taking 8 damage to hit this thing twice? I think I am. Set it up for a kill next turn. Does this thing do anything else? It looks like just attacking for 16 is its main purpose. And Bird Swoop finishes it off. I like this bird. This bird's great. Okay, Rage Plus. This is a great time for Rage. Headbutt is really nice. This is some good deck control. Taking a card from our discard pile and putting it over to our draw pile is really nice. I'm down for a Headbutt. I know Rage says plus, but let's take Headbutt. Okay, what do we got for a chest? Ooh, this is new. At the start of your second turn, gain 2 energy. Ooh, I like. Welcome in. And then we can rest site. And what would we want to upgrade? Sends True Grit. Oh, True Grit. Okay, so the cards weren't permanently upgraded. They were just upgraded for the next fight. Okay. I could see the True Grit being good. Getting second Whirlwind up to snuff is really nice as well. I think I'd rather get True Grit, though. I'm pretty confident in our damage, especially when we get set up. What are you? The Infested Prism. The first time Infested Prism takes attack damage each turn, the attacker gains energy. I get energy? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Get Flame Barrier back in, and let's Tremble you then. We take 2 damage. Ooh. Okay, Candelabra going insane here. We could either play Demon Form and Pyre, or we could play Flame Barrier, Demon Form, Flame Barrier, Pyre. We could actually do like Flame Barrier, Pyre, Seeker Strike. Could be sick. I do like that idea. Let's do that. And nothing really good. So let's just take the block then. Okay, but what is this thing's gimmick? 9/3. That's a lot of damage. Even still, we've got this. We've got Bird Swoop. I think I'm going to True Grit the Stomp, actually. Let's do it. Full block. Just barely. Takes 18 damage from our Flame Barrier. And we can Whirlwind here. Get a nice load of damage in there. Okay, and now it gets stronger. Okay. We can Flame Barrier. Ooh, and we can defend. You know what? Sure, let's get this Restlessness in play. Then we can Tremble. We can Headbutt. And let's get our... what do we have in the deck? Okay, because we have 2 Whirlwinds. The ability for us to... and Battle Trance. The ability for us to get Restlessness into play. Not as great. So what we'll do is let's take the Flame Barrier. But I just noticed, by the way, it said end turn 5, now turn 6. We actually have a turn counter. That's really nice. I like the idea of... Can we play everything? 1, 2... So we're going to have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we're going to be short playing one thing. Okay, so then let's do this. Demon Form block. Full block again. And now this is where we just go sicko mode, right? Very nice. All right, we get 40 gold. Whetstone. Let's wait to pick that up because that'll upgrade 2 random attacks. And if we add an attack here, then it'll be good. I mean, a Whirlwind 3 is back again. No, I don't think we want that. Breakthrough could be nice, but I don't think we really want any of these, to be honest. Let's skip these. I really like my potions. Let's take the Whetstone. Very nice. And let's go on about our day. And we took, like, no damage. This is a great run for our first run in Spire 2. Granted, I will say, Ironclad was the very first character in Spire 1 that I beat Ascension 20 with. So, I think I am coming into this game with a very fundamental understanding of the character and what they like. So, but that being said, I'm having a great time, even if I am kind of beating this run into the ground. Let's go with Whirlwind upgrade. Yeah, I think Whirlwind. I mean, you could argue Battle Trance, but let's just upgrade Whirlwind so that way it doesn't matter which one we draw. The Spiny Toad. Fair enough. Let us... Kind of a bad turn 1, yeah? I guess let's just play these out. Ooh, it's got thorns. No. Oh, my undoing. When hit by an attack, deal 5 damage back. All right, this is where Whirlwind cries. Okay, we got to get set up here. Let's True Grit the strike. 23 incoming. Let's Tremble. That's not an attack. Let's Seeker Strike. I don't mind getting the Inflame in play, I guess. And let's block for 12. Take 11 here. Okay, so it lost its thorns, though. That'd be 54 damage. I'd love to get this Pyre in play, but I can't and Flame Barrier, which is my only block. See, we're running into this problem a lot where we're drawing Demon Form and Pyre at the same time. These are the cards we have left in our deck. Flame Barrier, Preserve Our Health feels like the right option. We might get the ability to heal here in the shop, but I'd also love to card upgrade. Getting damage while thorns aren't on feels like it's really big, though. But let's just do this. We can't get any of our setup in turn, but let's just not take damage for now. Okay, the thorns are about to come back out. And we're going to set up strike and then hit that. Maybe we've got the ability. Wow, no block, 23 damage incoming. Might be worth block potioning here. In fact, I'm going to, or... Okay, do I block potion? Or do I strike it, take 5 damage, and fire pot? I like that option better. You get a swift potion in return. Okay, breakthrough plus is here. Body slam, deal damage equal to your block. That's pretty neat. And then Infernal Blade, add a random attack card into your hand, and it's free to play this turn. And we can make it 0 cost with an upgrade. I mean, Body Slam pairs nicely with the Flame Barriers, but with the rest of my deck doesn't really do too much. I kind of like this Infernal Blade. Let's take it. Okay, kind of a low gold shop. Bound to happen. There's Brimstone. At the start of each of your turn, gain 2 strength. All enemies gain 1 strength. The Horn Cleat, one of the boat thingies. At the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. And Orichalcum, if you end your turn with that block, gain 6 block. All 3 of these Spire 1 relics, so easily recognized. We've got the Stable Serum, retain your hand for 2 turns. That's neat. Colorless Potion. And Heart of Iron, gain 7 plating. Okay, we've got Stone Armor, gain 4 plating. That's really neat, actually. That helps our block problem a lot. We've got Brand, lose 1 HP, exhaust 1 card, gain 1 strength. That's cool. We can't buy it, though. Shrug it off is neat. Bludgeon. Thrash is back. Stratagem. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it and put it into your hand. That seems really good. I like that a lot. What's its upgrade? 0 cost. That might just be the play here. Deal 3 damage at the start of your next turn. Return this card to your hand. That's fun. And then, of course, we can remove another card. So we can either remove a card, or we could go Stone Armor Stratagem. I like this idea. It adds more setup into our deck, but it's cheap setup. And I like that idea, so let's do it. Okay. We're only missing 11 health, which makes me pretty confident. Upgrading this gives us 6 plating. Stratagem makes it 0 cost. Infernal Blade becomes 0 cost. Lots of really good options here. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I like this Stratagem upgrade a lot. But it's not immediate. I think Stone Armor is the better one. I think the reason I'm picking Stone Armor over Stratagem is because if we think about our deck right now, there's a lot of things that give us eventual power, right? So Demon Form eventually gives us power. Pyre also, I mean, Pyre takes only 1 extra turn to really come into effect, but Pyre is another setup scaling card. Stratagem is another setup scaling card. And right now, the first couple turns is where my problem is with this deck. And Stone Armor comes into play immediately. Immediately gives me 6 block. Pairs well with the Gorget. So that's what we're going to do. Ooh, I like this boss room. The Insatiable. This enemy intends to give you 6 status cards and is going to buff. Well, I think I am just going to start by Whirlwind, because that's my best option here. Frantic Escape. Get farther away, increase Sandpit by 1, increase the cost of this card. In 4 turns, you will be eaten and die. Understand. Okay. Yeah. Message received. We can play our hand here. Yeah, message received. I think I'd like to get another Frantic Escape. Do I want a Frantic Escape? I really want to get my setup cards. I don't really think I want to headbutt anything, do I? I think this is just Tremble, Dismantle, Strike. We're going to take a bit of damage here. I don't mind block potioning. To lower this to 8 damage. Okay, there's one of our Frantic Escapes. I think Pyre Frantic Escape is the play here. Can I play this whole hand? I can. So let's bash, strike, defend, Frantic Escape, Restlessness. And then we can Battle Trance, Bird Swoop. And then play Whirlwind. Take 5 damage here. But really nice turn there. Okay, so now we get to pick one card that absolutely goes into our deck. Right now, we have 4 strength, which means our Whirlwinds deal 12. We could do... increase that to 18. We could do 90 damage with a Whirlwind here. Or I could get my demon form in play here. Let's take a demon form. Okay. We get to demon form. We get to bird swoop. We're about to take a lot of incoming damage here. A 15. But let's just stop ourselves from instant death here. I think we're okay. I think we're probably going to get the kill here soon. Yeah, that's 75 damage right there, which would be a lot. I would like to draw a flame barrier, though. As crazy as that sounds. Let's flame barrier and get just a bit more damage in. And now we should be able to scale up and kill him either this turn or next. I do not want to know what that buff does. Get me out. Another Epoch discovered. All right, we get our fire potion back. 100 gold. And now the rocks are back. Cascade. Play the top X cards of your draw pile. Does that not seem insane? Deal 15 damage, enemy loses 10 strength this turn. Okay, don't get me wrong, Mangle, you seem like pretty sick. Does Cascade not seem like incredible? No, I'm taking that. That seems amazing. Okay, we're against the Queen. Oh, hello. Oh, it reminds you kind of like go of the Great Fairies from Legend of Zelda. The Nonu Pape? The Nonu Pape? The Nonu Payapi? Nonu Payapi. I'm going to guess. Okay. I haven't had a visitor in a millennia. You're looking quite drab here. Let's find something delightful for you to wear. So we've got the 5th card you play each turn is free. Wow, it's like a reverse choker. Okay. Choose 3 cards in your deck and chant them with Swift 3. The first time you play this card, draw 3 cards. Bruh. In Jewelry Box, add Apotheosis to your deck. And Nate, upgrade all your cards. Wow. These are some really good options. I like the Apotheosis, because there's still quite a bit of cards in my deck that aren't upgraded here. Turn 1 block might become a problem, but with Gorget, I'm assuming it's pronounced Gorget, right? No, actually, is there a way? Hold on. Gorget pronunciation.
Gorget.
Gorget. Okay, so it's Gorget. Okay, fair play. Okay, so let's do some Apo would be really nice. I'm thinking Apotheosis is the best option. I've already got a lot of good card upgrades, but this basically makes it so I don't have to worry about card upgrades for the rest of the run. I got to worry about my turn 1, but card upgrades, I'm good. Brilliant Scarf is also cool. But I don't think I have enough free cards to justify it. Beautiful Bracelet, by the way, is insane. But my only problem with Beautiful Bracelet is I feel like I might accidentally play a card that, or I might accidentally draw into a card, like a demon form that I don't want to set up. Oh, interesting. Demon form gives you more strength. It doesn't, it's on an energy cost upgrade. Oh, neat. For some reason, my brain was thinking that it went down to 2. Okay, yeah, let's go Apotheosis. All right, and Act 3 elites in Spire 1 were terrifying. Act 3 elites in this game might be equally so, but I feel like we're pretty strong. I kind of like going this way, just for the sake of seeing more events. If we do this, we'd have to choose between either an elite or the shop. But I think I'm okay with that. Or alternatively, we could go this way and get both an elite and a shop. I kind of like that path better. Yeah, I kind of like that right path better. Sorry, I'm being a neat freak. Yeah, let's do that. What do we got? Ooh, a devoted sculptor. Am I gonna get? Come on, give me a caca. You know you want to. I don't want a Seeker Strike, so. I got the Chad car. All right. Can I play everything here? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can play everything except one card. I don't think I need to play the setup strike here. I think we tremble. Let's tremble, flame barrier, pyre, stratagem. And Ritual is going to give him 9 strength. Oh, God. Mr. Kaka has gotten a lot stronger. Oh, wow. You are a lot stronger, sir. Let's get some plating. Is it worth... Okay, so let's see. If I play this now, that deals 52 damage. Or if I do this, it's 15. 15 plus 39 is 40, 54. Yeah, it's actually better to strike Whirlwind Stomp. Also gives me more block. I need to kill you, like, immediately, sir. Okay, this is going to be a weird turn, but it's going to be fun. So we're going to strike. We're going to defend. I'm going to True Grit the demon form. Restless to draw. Okay, I could kill with this, but I want to Cascade. Right? Yeah, let's Cascade. Give me Bird Swoop. Monk. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Forgotten Ritual. If you exhausted a card this turn, gain 3 energy. Do I have... Let's see. Apotheosis is exhaust. Cascade isn't exhaust, I just realized. That is just crazy, by the way. That's a really cool card. Okay, so... Forgotten Ritual could be nice, but we don't have enough exhaust to make it work, I don't think. So let's head to an event. Oh, it's the champ! It's the champ! Okay, the Round Tea Party. You find an invitation for a Sir Galalot. You find an invitation for a Sir Galalot to a tea party and decide to show up in his stead. Upon entering an unassuming rotunda, you find yourself in the midst of commanders, generals, warlords, and mercenaries having tea? The gigantic knight donning a golden crown speaks. Thou art late for tea. Obtain royal poison at the start of each combat, lose 4 HP, and heal to full HP. Or pick a fight. Let's pick a fight. You jump onto the table and kick the warlord knight in the face. The knight lets out a haunting shriek and keels over. Everyone gasps. The patrons stare wide-eyed at the corpse of one of their regulars, then burst into applause. We were wondering how to rid Sir Wygor. Incredible work. They dump out your poison tea and you discuss tactics and secrets all night. A most excellent tea party. Okay, can I just say, they have done amazing work on the events thus far. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 on these events. Oh my god, I am loving this. And we got the ancient tea, or the venerable tea set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with an additional 2 energy. Great with Apotheosis. This or that. Arms suddenly jut out from a nearby hole, clutching a suspicious bag of riches and a clearly cursed relic. This or that. A scratched up voice whispers from below. Lose 6 HP and gain 60 gold. Or add Clumsy to your deck. Obtain a random relic. I feel like I can handle a Clumsy. Am I insane for thinking that? Like, I've got... it exhausts itself. I've got Battle Trance. I've got Apotheosis. I've got Cascade. True Grit can let me get rid of it. I feel like I've got a lot of ways to deal with this thing. It can brick my Restlessness, though, which is kind of unfortunate. But Restlessness retains, so... I think I'm okay adding the Clumsy. We get a Bag of Prep. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. You grab the Cursed Relic. As soon as you grasp it, shackles materialize on your wrists. You hear a ghostly laughter and a bright plume of fire fills your vision. The hole and arms are gone. Ooh, Scroll of Biting. Oh, Scroll of Biting. They're like Book of Stabbing. Whenever a Scroll of Biting deals unblocked attack damage to you, you lose max HP. Oh, hell no. No, that's, I don't like that one bit. Okay, let's True Grit the Strike. Well, Apotheosis, Stratagem, and we'll swoop the one in the... We should have probably swooped the middle one, but... Okay, that way we'll stop ourselves from losing a little bit of max HP here. I'm worried he's going to multi-attack. Yeah, I was worried about that. I could Vulnerable here. Does this kill? Okay, if I set up Strike one of them, it will kill. So 10, that'd be 25. I'm not able to kill this one. That's really unfortunate. So let's do this. Let's headbutt the back one. We'll take the Bird Swoop, dismantle, and defend. And we actually full block, though, because of Ornamental Fan and Plating. Very nice. Okay, we should just be able to finish this one off. Lovely. Okay, we make it out only losing 2 of our max HP. That makes me scared of the combats in here. Sword Boomerang is here. Uppercut Plus is here. Giving us a source of weak could be nice. But it's another 2-cost card. Pillage is decent. Let's take an Uppercut. Why not? Now, this is a prime time for us to upgrade Apotheosis. Make it only cost 1 energy. Ooh, Axe Bots. They're both going to hit me for 10 damage, 20 damage in total. I can do 36 damage with Whirlwind. That's interesting. We could also Cascade. I'm kind of down to just rip the Cascade here. Let's rip it. Okay, so the Restlessness does not get played. However, we can Whirlwind to proc Ornamental Fan. And we can Stomp here as well. So we're going to take 12 damage. One killed, a new Axe Bot is summoned in its place. I should have paid attention to that first. Okay, we have plenty of energy. Restlessness, as brought up before, is not going to be in a great spot. However, we can use Strike to take out the next one. But now we've got our Pyre and our Demon Form in play. We're in a pretty good position, I think, to take these things on. Infernal Blade gives us Perfected Strike. Hey, it did make an appearance this run. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play our hand here. Lovely. Okay, so let's get rid of you then. And this. Oh, lovely. That carries over to the next one. Very cool. And you should be pretty much dead, right? Ah, stratagem doesn't come into play. Unfortunate. That's okay. Perfected Strike puts an end to that. Some money. Another Cascade could be fun. We just Cascade through a whole bunch of upgraded cards. That sounds fun. But I don't think... okay, it does sound fun, doesn't it? But I don't think Cascade works with Whirlwind. Because theoretically, the energy would be already expended by the time we get to Whirlwind. Nunchaku! Every 10 attacks gain an energy. It's good to see you, buddy. Okay, we have 55 HP. I think we're okay to take an elite. Let's see what we got. Oh, we've got the Magi Knight, the Spectral Knight, and the Flail Knight. These guys seem quite strong. Let's drink a power potion here. At the start of your turn, put a random attack from your discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. Whenever your card is exhausted, gain 3 block or gain 4 plating. I like all of these. These are all great options. I think we're going to take the stone armor, though. I should have Apo'd first. That's fine. All right, then let's do... Spectral Knight debuffing me seems bad. Magi Knight, I don't trust this thing for some reason, and you just seem like the big dumb bonker. Although, if we apply Spire 1 logic, big dumb bonker was usually the first one to go down, but I really don't like the Spectral Knight. Let's see, we're gonna do 10 plus 22, that's 32, plus 12, that's 44 damage. That's gonna get you down to half. Or I can get you down to half. You're already gonna get your debuff off. I don't know if you're gonna debuff even further. Let's go with my gut here and say that getting rid of the debuff is the best option. Is it gonna be vulnerable? It's gonna be Hex. While Spectral Knight is alive, all of your cards are ethereal. Okay, ethereal cards are exhausted at the end of my turn, so he's just gonna be a bitch then. Okay, so let's do that. We can actually headbutt Battle Trance something back in. So if we headbutt and then grab Whirlwind, that would be 32 damage plus 13. It's not quite enough to kill. But if I tremble first, grab the Whirlwind, Battle Trance, and I Whirlwind, there we go. Okay. Glad I went with my instinct there. This is Dampen. While Magi Knight alive, all of your cards are downgraded. Wow. Okay. This is a very tricky combat. He's going to hit me for 24. 34 incoming damage. I took it down to 18. Might be a time to use the fire pot as well, actually. So if I use this, it's taking me up to 18 block. That means I'd have 16 incoming damage. Or I could 16 plus 13, 29. Gain 4 block. I think it's better to just do this. I would love... Not what I wanted. Let's take the clumsy. I'm about to take a lot of damage here. I think I've got to uppercut this guy. Get some another ornamental fan proc. I take 9 damage. Okay, so we can hit that. Wow, you are hitting me for a lot of damage. This is really bad. I've got to get enough damage on you. I think I have to Infernal Blade. Pillage is really nice. Give me Bird Swoop. Okay, I can kill this thing. Okay, so Flame Barrier. How many? I've played 1 attack. So I'd gain 4 block to give me 8. I would take 10. Or I can hit this. And I do like that. And let's Cascade a card. That lets me recall another card. How much health are you at? You're at 25. Let's just grab the Bird Swoop. I think that'll be enough damage to kill this next turn. Yeah. And we could Whirlwind, but I find it better that we uppercut. We uppercut. The bird comes down on top of it. I like that idea. We've got Liquid Bronze to get us Thorns. Pair for more max HP. That's nice. Tremble, Breakthrough. And the 1-2 punch. This turn, your next attack is played an extra time. Okay, so it's like, it's an old double tap. I'm actually very okay with the 1-2 punch. Because theoretically that could double up a Whirlwind. That could double up Uppercut. Stomp, Dismantle. Seeker Strike as well. I like this. Let's do it. All right, and we're going to need to do our first rest of the run, I think. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm coming up on, so let's rest. That's nice. I like that animation. That was nice. All right, new event. A battle-worn dummy. As you approach it, it begins to rumble and fizzle and lights up brilliantly. Bzz, time to train. You have 3 turns to defeat me. Choose a setting or face a lethal humiliation. Here are the options. After the terrifying message, the dummy carefully reads out the detailed instructions. Fight a 75 HP dummy. Obtain a potion. Fight a 150 HP dummy. Obtain 2 random cards. Or upgrade 2 random cards. Or obtain a relic. I don't think I can do the 300 HP. So let's do setting 1. We're going to hit the Apo, Infernal Blade. Spite! That's amazing. Let's Bird Swoop. Let's Spite. And let's just Cascade. I do like this event a lot, by the way. We can't take a block potion because we have too much stuff. Fire potion feels like it's very necessary. I do like the block potion. Maybe we get rid of the liquid bronze here. You passed the training. You are now equipped to defend this factory against intruders. Be sure to hydrate after training sessions. I love it. I love it so much. All right, we got plenty of money. We get offered Setup Strike, Iron Wave again, Burning Pact, which is nice. Offering is back from Slay the Spire 1. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. Very good. Barricade, make it so block is not removed until block is not removed. It has to be taken off of us. Equilibrium, gain 13 block, retain my hand this turn. That's cool. And Hidden Gem, a random card in your draw pile gains replay 2. That seems insane. Akabeko, Your next attack deals 8 damage. We've got Mercury Hourglass for 3 damage to all enemies every turn. And then upon pickup, enchant up to 3 cards with Adroit. Gain 3 block. I actually really like that. Gives us some block that we're kind of missing in the deck. Although, this offering is really, really nice. It lets us get things like Demon Form and Pyre in play more reliably. And with Apotheosis in our deck, I think it's just a really good option. And then do I want any of these potions? We got a skill potion, a Radiant Tincture, gain an energy, gain an additional energy at the start of your next 3 turns. Okay, that's really nice, actually. Maybe instead of this Swift potion, we take that Radiant Tincture. I think this would be a great option for our final boss if we make it there. One more combat to get there, though. 69 HP. We've got the Punch Construct. It's got an artifact. And the Cubics Constructs. Okay. Let's just send some damage all their way, yeah? Are they the sentries? Oh my god, they're like sentries. I think we block and then we cascade. I guess a strike because we... Okay, that could have been better. We did lose out on our whirlwind there, but... Okay, so let's inflame. Let's offering. We can kill something pretty easily here. We don't quite have enough energy to play everything. I feel like getting debuffed here is going to be a big no. The 16. Yeah, this feels like the play here. So now we've got 22 incoming damage. I think we... Ooh, actually, if we True Grit... Yes, we can, actually. So if we True Grit the uppercut... Oh, no, we're going to be just short. Ah, damn. Just shy of having enough energy to Restlessness. Okay. That's okay. We only take 5 damage here because of the plating. And now we've got plenty of energy to work with. And I just want a whirlwind, please. So I can get out of here. We've got the duplicator this turn. Your next card is played an extra time. Oh, it's a potion. Okay. I thought that was a relic for some reason. Okay, no, we're good. And I think these all look like garbage. So let's take out the fire potion and bring in the duplicator. And I think this is a perfect time for us to rest. Apotheosis means we don't need to worry about card upgrades. And let's find the queen. Okay, this enemy tends to apply afflictions on your card. Very well. I kind of want to... Okay, hear me out. We duplicator the demon form. And now we gain 6 energy per turn. Let's Radiant Tincture to get some more energy going. And then part of me just wants the Flame Barrier here, but I could also see maybe Flame Barrier Bird Swoop, or we could uppercut Bird Swoop. That would give it weak, make it do math. what, like 15 damage instead? He would take 13. Flame Barrier Bird Swoop's probably the best option then. Chains of Binding. Only one bound card can be played each turn. Cards are unbound at the end of turn. Okay. I see. That's okay, though. We are very okay with this. Let's, Pyre, then. So these can't be played. Let's... We're gonna get debuffed. I'm actually even okay with True Gritting that away. And then let's hit this. And let's Flame Barrier. That will give us some good block. We take 6 here. Wow. Excessive much? Okay. I have no way to kill this thing, so we're just gonna do this. It's 18, it gets up to 20. We're gonna block pot here. I get full efficiency out of it now, so I might as well. $20 up to 30 times 6. I just kill right here, right? It's 180. What if I take 2 away from it? That would be 120. I think I just play this. She's giving herself strength to me. She's gonna start attacking. Okay, so Restlessness is effectively useless now. Let's give ourselves this. Okay. Offering is the play here. I think I want a way to apply Vulnerable. Okay, so if we play Infernal Blade. So Grapple deals 30. I should have Trembled first, actually. We Tremble. And now this does 47 times 7. That is 329 damage. And we should be good. Down goes the Queen. New Epoch discovered. Hello. So the Archdemon's thrall has arrived. Oh God, look, that's the heart. There's 2 hearts here. Heart there. Studying what appears to be like the automatons. Sentinel. We've got like maybe like some defect cores. Oh, look, there's guardians back here. Interesting. Enemy. Kill. Victory? You dealt 1,240 damage to the Architect, but it wasn't enough. You have dealt a total of 1,240 damage to the Architect. The Architect still stands despite taking 331,934,857,000 damage from all who have faced him. And there we go. Victory. Unlocks remaining 18. Epoch unlocked. And just shy of another one. What do we got for unlocks? In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Chapter 5, Niao, the reopening. Mother of Resurrection Niao awakened from her slumber. Rise, champion. Again, again. Niao will now greet you at the start of each run. Five epochs are waiting to be revealed. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is neat. Okay. Let's go from the start. Chapter 1, Praeon, Magnum Opus. Okay, so this is a placeholder. A void of nothingness. But then the world came into existence. It churned about and molded itself to that which tells stories. Along this journey lay a planet named Praeon, a mere speck in the universe. They say the great story about a Spire took place there. Okay, so we know what planet we're on. Cards unlocked. Automation. Every 10 cards you draw gain energy. At the start of your turn, transform 1 card in your hand for entropy. And catastrophe. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. Very cool. Oh. So we beat Ironclad. So we get the Ironclad. Another placeholder. This is great. For centuries, war raged between the Ironclads and the Valley Guard. Driven by ambition, a young Ironclad ventures to the forbidden boundary and bargains with the sacred demon. We gain the Blood Potion. The Soldier's Stew. All cards containing strike gain 1 replay this combat. That's cool. And Ash Water. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. The Ironclad's rage cannot be tamed. Ascension difficulties can be activated when starting a run. We've already got Ascensions, baby! Let's go! Okay. Beat Act 2 with the Ironclad to reveal this epoch. The devastation. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of the demonic pack course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in 2. The Desert Tribe are burned to a crisp. Windwalkers smashed into the ground. And even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-cladded warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All of the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. All of the Ironclad's... Ironclad? Where is everyone? Unlocked the Red Skull. HP is below 50%. You gain 3 strength. The Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50. And Ruined Helmet. The first time you gain strength each combat, double the amount gained. That's really nifty. And beat Act 1 with Ironclad. The Ironclad, a warrior from a faraway land, entered the Spire. Driven by pure instinct and accursed blood, he has lost all reason and identity. All who prevent his ascent shall perish. Cards unlocked. The Molten Fist. Deal 10 damage. Double the enemy's vulnerable. That's cool. Vulnerable enemies take 25% additional damage and gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. Okay, vulnerable builds sound like a lot of fun. Okay. And fog rolls in. News of the Spire's reopening made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. The Silent sneaks past the gatewards with ease and enters the Spire once more. Unlocked the Silent as a playable character. Oh. This is all very, very cool, by the way. Right then. So that was my first run in Slay the Spire 2. What a fun game. Oh my god. That... I can already see, just with what little bit I have encountered already, the work that they put into this. Absolutely A+ on first impressions. Like, the music is, you know, just as good as it was last time. You know, there weren't... I will say, I wasn't paying too much attention to the music this time around, but from what I heard, there was nothing that really jumped out to me as, like, anything, like, bad per se. I felt right at home at the Spire again. Gameplay, the new cards seem really interesting. And with the new cards and the new relics, and with all the enemies being new, the return of old cards doesn't feel repetitive at all. If anything, it feels very comfortable. And I'm really a big fan of that. The new enemies are all really fun. I like how a lot of them feel like they're like little Easter eggs. Like one of them, it gives you Shrink because it's the insect in Preserved Insect. That's a really fun and intelligent design decision. The bosses all seemed really unique. I love the new artwork of all the acts. The new bosses were very, very fun. And the new, what were they called? What were they called? The new Ancients. The new Ancients were very, very cool. I like that system. Even though mechanically it's very similar to relics at the end of Act 3 from Spire 1, mechanically, like, first of all, thematically, it's really cool. I love being able to meet new characters, expanding on the universe. This makes it feel like a much bigger game. And the options that are available were very, very good. It really felt like I really could feel the power of the reward for reaching each new act. So yeah, so far we've only played one run, and I will say, oh, that's gonna be fun. I will say, I had a very fun time with Ironclad. I'm very much looking forward to playing with the Silent. Probably going to play with Silent tonight, just to record it. But yeah, I am very impressed with this. This feels like it took everything that made Spire 1 great and expands upon it. And there are just so many features that I wanted in Spire 1 that are making a fantastic return here. And there are so many features that I didn't even know I wanted that appeared in Spire 2. I absolutely cannot wait to play multiplayer. It sounds like so much fun. And by the way, let's... Oh, I can't rename my profiles? Dang, that's fine. I cannot wait to play multiplayer. I am just all very impressed from my first run. This is a very, very strong opening, and I cannot wait to see what else this game has in store for me. Great on the Ironclad so far. A+. Love all the new changes. There are so many builds that I saw potential for, and I want to know how it all works. I can guarantee you that I'm going to be playing a ton of this game off camera. But before I do, Silent is back up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Look, I hope you guys like Slay the Spire, by the way, because I love Slay the Spire, and I would absolutely love to make more content for this game, maybe even do some streams for it. And yeah, one last thing before I get going. I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, but forgot to. Thank you so much to Maldwin from my Discord. If you guys are familiar with my streams, you've all met Maldwin. Very lovely individual. Thank you so much, Maldwin, who bought me this game for my birthday. Really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I've got for this run. If you excuse me, I need to go see if I have any obligations to attend to, because I really just want to play another run. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, pop that subscribe button, and ring a tingling that little bell to be notified whenever I drop another video. You can join the Discord. Link is in the description below. Come join me and hang out with the rest of the community. Talk to me about Slay the Spire 2. For real. Come talk. I want to know how y'all are feeling about it. Also, in the comments below, let me know. How are you guys enjoying Slay the Spire 2 if you are playing it? And yeah. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll catch you gamers on the flip side. Later!